thumbnail, man. We're gonna get into it, man. Doknowsworld went out of his way to say that blacks, black rappers wouldn't have careers. Half of them wouldn't have careers if it weren't for raza, engineers, or beat makers. And there's a truth to that to a certain extent, but you're also wrong to a certain extent. They like to use Tupac as an example. His producer was Mexican, and he produced a lot of his beats, like on All Eyes on Me. So they're trying to say a Mexican helped a black rapper, one of the greatest legendary black rappers of all time, or rappers period, to go to to rise to superstardom. And that's what they're basically saying. If it weren't for the Mexican producer, that wouldn't have happened. And I disagree, bro. It depends who you are. Like, yes, you contribute. Yes, those specific songs, those specific tunes and beats wouldn't be here if it weren't for certain individuals that were Mexican or whatever making those beats. But ultimately, bro, other people would have made beats. It's not hard to find beats. Someone would have whooped one up eventually. Right now we hear a lot of drill beats, and though that's black people, bro. That's the brothers doing that. That's their realm, bro. Entertainment. When it comes to rap, hip hop, that's the world, bro. I get tired, bro, of Latinos, because I'm Mexican, bro. I get tired of Latinos, dog, or Mexicans, or whatever, raza, trying to compare themselves to a different culture. You got a lot of Latino, Chicano rappers that try to compare themselves to black rappers, bro. The fact of the matter is they run the rap game, bro. People try to debate, a white boy started rap, or a Mexican, or Asian. It don't matter, bro. Who's better? Who's made it to the top of that world, that universe? The brothers, bro. When it comes to rap, and I'm talking about rap, I'm not talking about country music or R&B, even R&B too, though. When it comes to hip hop and rap, they dominate that shit. That's their thing. And white boys and Mexicans and Asians, we all come in and then we make our own music and we piggyback up that shit. Tell the truth. Because, there's different tunes, bro. Like, Mr. Capone, that's the Chicano tune, raza tune. If you really get down to the nitty gritty of it, Chino Grande, Mr. Criminal, like those little Tweety, little Cuete, that's all raza, bro. Like, that's the sound. All that N-word and sagging your pants and on the dead homies, and that's the blacks do that, bro. They invented that. So Duno's right in the sense of Mexican producers helped black artists in the past rise to superstardom like Tupac. So they contributed. That's what I'm gonna say. But to say that they need us, that's wrong, bro. It's like saying, Latinos need, the brothers with corridos. I mean, it don't sound right. People help. They create beats and they produce music and they produce sounds and they help add to the movement, to culture, to different cultures. That's it, bro. But it just struck me the wrong way when he said that basically the blacks can't rap, or they wouldn't be famous or as big as they are in the hip hop industry without Mexicans. But that don't make no sense. Mexicans help them, but they don't need us, bro. Just like Mexicans don't need blacks, bro. Just be honest, bro. No one needs each other, bro. When you step in their world, like let's say a black starts doing mariachi music or corridos, whatever. I mean, let's say he makes better music, better beats. People are still gonna be like, whoa, this is the culture's music. You're contributing. You're not the one that is making it, the way it is the culture, bro. So that's what he basically, you're throwing shade at them, bro. You're saying that they need Mexicans, bro, and that's not true. So that's what I gotta say about it. Um, there's always a truth and the wrong, and he told the truth in the sense of the contributions, but it's just not right, bro, to say that blacks need Mexicans, bro.